Alright, so the formula for a half-life function is the starting amount times 1/2 to the time divided by a half-life power, and that would get you your final amount. Now, to basically, alright, to show how this formula works, we're gonna use caffeine as an example. Caffeine basically has a 95 milligram starting amount, and its half-life is 6 hours. And then the model would be just your final amount would be 95 times half to the time divided by 6 power. And then the question and the time would be 7 hours. So then basically you just take 95 times 1/2, that would give you your 47.5, and then you take that to alright, and all you do is just take 95 times 1/2, you'd get 47.5, and you take that to the 7 divided by 6 power, which is a little bit over 1, and then you'd get right around 42.31 milligrams of caffeine that you'd have left. And then for population growth, you could have just the beginning amount, E rate times time power, I guess, and then you have your for population growth, your formula is basically your beginning amount times E, and then to the power of R rate times time, and that'd give you your final amount. And to show how to the data that we will be using for this equation would be the Florida population in 2004, which is about 17,709,864, and the Florida population in 2014, which is right around 19,190,000. The T, which is basically the difference between the 2 years you're using, which is 10. So you set it up, you got your end amount, which is 19.89, beginning amount 17.79, E, R, which was what we're trying to find, and time, which is 10. Divided by 17.79, that you get 1.118, E, R, 10. To get rid of E, just times that by ln, and you do that to both sides. So ln times 1.118 is 0.112, and that is equal to R times 10. You just divide by 10, and you get right around 0.00011, which was your population growth rate. These two formulas are going to be very important, especially for our generation down the road, because the world is just growing at a fast rate, and all the workforces are going to have to keep track of how many people there are in the state or city or wherever they live in, for be it medicine, architecture, food, almost every field's gonna have to keep track of population. So yeah, basically just making sure we have enough resources for other people now that the world is growing at such a fast rate.